Hi, Perry Central athletes. My name's Wes Linetti, 2008 alumni of Perry Central High School. I'm coming to you guys today virtually through the YouTube channel. And today we are launching, I think, our third annual now fall cookie dough fundraiser through the athletic program. So this is going to be very, very simple. I'm going to kind of go through about how we can help the athletic program at Perry and how we can help make this whole thing a success. So all of you today are going to get a main packet. It's going to look similar to this. Inside of that is how we're actually going to help with this fundraiser. There's two main ways that you can actually help. The first will be in-person sales, and then the second way will be online sales. Now, students, most of our sales will come from in-person ordering to folks that live right there in Perry County and maybe some of the surrounding county where you may have families in DuBois County or Spencer County and places like that. So that's where most of our sales are going to come from a catalog that looks like this. It's called Palmetto, and inside of that, athletes, we have cookie dough. Cookie dough sells itself, and the great thing to know that with this fundraiser, we're going to make sure that we have everything back before that Thanksgiving break coming up. So everybody will have their cookie dough for Thanksgiving time and their Christmas time so they can be baking those for the holidays. Now, when you open it, it's more than just cookie dough, but we also add new flavors every single year. The first page are our two new flavors this year. One has become my favorite. It is the red velvet cookie dough. And also with that is a pumpkin spice roll cookie dough. There's tons of other flavors as well that people can choose from, athletes. What you're going to notice is all of our cookie dough is name brand. All of our peanut butter is Reese's peanut butter. All of our chocolate chips are Hershey chocolate chips. We also have a Cinnabon cookie dough, a Cinnabon also sugar cookie. There's a ton of different cookie options for folks. There's even a huge brownie and then like a cookie brownie type thing as well towards the back of the catalog. So really what we're trying to do with this fundraiser is selling mostly cookie dough and the online portion is a second way that you athletes are going to be able to help with this fundraiser. So online, in order to do online selling, you're going to need two very important numbers. The first number you're going to need is found what's in your packet. It's on top of the parent letter in the top left corner. It is called your school ID. Now, athletes, that 4-digit number is tied to Perry Central High School and junior high school athletics. That number should be on your letter 2673. Okay, so you're going to go to funshop.com. It's going to prompt you to type in that 4-digit code. Now, you as the athlete, we want to make sure you get the credit because I do have incentives for everybody if you are participating in this fundraiser to help the athletic program. The second really important number you're going to need is called your student ID. And again, that can be found on what looks like this, which is your order form, and it is in the top left corner in red. And it should be 7 digits, and every single one of you athletes have a different number. But that number is associated to you. So for me, like if Wes Linetti sold 7 items online, and I had 10 things of cookie dough on here, they would know that I sold 17 total items in the fundraiser. So we will sell some of the items on the online store. Those will be getting shipped directly to people's homes. The one caveat, boys and girls, is we do not allow frozen to be purchased online. So maybe grandma or your aunt really likes thick wrapping paper. We can get that shipped out to the house. We also have gourmet popcorn and other stuff like that online that people can purchase and have it shipped directly to their homes. So we won't sell the cookie dough online. And again, like I told you, the majority of our sales will happen in person from this brochure, putting those orders on here, and then bringing in all that cash and those checks at the end of the fundraiser when we wrap up. The fundraiser end date is also on that parent letter that will be in your packets. So really, I want to talk to you all about our goal with this. You know, when Mr. James and I sat down, we kind of talked about, how we can have a successful fundraiser. And really, it boils down to trying to make $10,000 in profit with this fundraiser. And I'll say most of the schools and the programs that I work with athletes, we can achieve that goal if people just do their fair share. So I think about 400 or so, maybe 300. It all kind of depends where you're at and with enrollment. But I know for sure we have between 300 and 400 students that would be doing this fundraiser. So let's say 300 on the low end. If we could focus on each of you selling 5 things of cookie dough. So when you think of that, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, people like that, right? Selling 5. When I was in your shoes, our family, we always bought chocolate chip cookie dough and white chocolate macadamia. So that was 2 out of the way right there. But if we can focus on selling just 5 items from each of you, that's 1,500, because I took the 5 times the 300. So we have 1,500 things of cookie dough sold, on average about $8 in profit. We're well above that $10,000 in profit number for the athletic department. So our goal is to make at least $10,000 in profit, and our goal for each of you to help make that happen is to average 5 items sold. So that's what it boils down to, boys and girls. We are selling cookie dough to help the athletic program. Now, to incentivize you all, okay, it's super, super simple. I keep it with cash, money, and technology-related things. So for every student that sells that 5 tubs of cookie dough that we're asking, you're gonna get a pop socket. I have like emoji pop sockets. I've got girly glittery ones, Supreme ones. Okay, I've got a lot of different pop sockets that you can choose from. We'll do all of these during right before Thanksgiving break, when I will actually be home for deer season. So we'll make sure we get all the prizes and incentives and things like that done right before you guys would leave for Thanksgiving break. So you sell 5 items, okay, you're going to get the pop socket. Now, if you sell 20 items, what I'm gonna do is we're going to customize, it's a pullover, it's gonna look similar to this. So what we'll probably have is like Kelly green on top, and I know black on the bottom. So we'll design these however we want. Mr. James and I will, but they'll be Kelly green and black. We'll put the PC logo here. And then something cool that I do for the athletes is we can actually put your last name or your nickname or whatever you want up here on the shoulder. So those are really cool. A lot of my students really love these. So again, sell 20, you're going to get this pullover jacket. Now, keep in mind, everything I talk about is cumulative. So you may just be like, you know what, Mr. West, I really want that. Sell 20 items, you're gonna get that pullover, and you're gonna get the pop socket as well, because it is all cumulative. Now, let's say you sold 50 items in the fundraiser. I keep it simple, right? One, you're helping the athletic program raise a lot of money, okay? But if you sell 50 items in the fundraiser, I'm just gonna give you $100 in cash, okay? So 50 items in the fundraiser, you get $100 in cash. You can use that however you want, right? That goes directly to you, doesn't go to mom or dad, you get the cash. And then last but certainly not least, if any of my top sellers, which I always have athletes or students in the schools that I'm working in, reach these levels, if you sold 75 things, right? It could be even items online, so not just the cookie dough, but that will be the majority. But so 75 items, okay, I'm gonna let you choose between Apple AirPod Pros, or you may already have AirPods or Bose Pods or some Samsung Pods, whatever. But you can choose Apple AirPod Pros, or I will just do an extra $200 in cash for you. So let's say you sell 75, that puts you at $200 in cash plus the 100, so you could take $300 in cash plus that Perry Central pullover and the pop socket. So super, super simple. Again, what we're trying to do, athletes, is make at least $10,000 in profit for the athletic program, and asking each of you to sell just 5 items a piece. I've been following them from afar. I live in Georgia now. The new gym looks great. I love the addition of black to the school colors. I hope you all do as well. I know Mr. James and all the other coaches, they are doing a ton of stuff to help, and keep Perry Central athletics where they need to be. And I love the additions that are being made there at the school. So I just want to say thank you all for tuning in for about 10 minutes here this morning. I wish you all a ton of success with this, and I will see you all right before that Thanksgiving break with all the incentives and things like that. Thank you all so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful fall break.